right, to start our weaving, we are going to make some painted paper first. And we have some neon oil pastels. And what we're gonna do is make lines. So I'm pressing hard. I'm starting on the edge of the paper and I'm making different kinds of lines on my paper. Some of these lines will go on top of others, and that is okay. Zigzag. I'm moving around and making sure I have filled my page with my lines. All right, now we're going to watercolor. We're going to do a wet on wet technique. So that means we're going to get a paintbrush and paint our paper with water. And now that we used oil pastels, our watercolors should go right over that. The oil pastels will resist them. Now that we're done with the water, we can get our liquid watercolors. And what we're gonna do is just make dots. Around our papers. So when you have wet paint on wet paper, they will blend together. All right, let's get ready to make our loom. We're gonna take our painted paper and we're gonna fold it in half, line it up, corners kiss, give it a good crease. Now the fold is on the bottom and we're gonna take the top paper, the top layer, and we are just gonna bend it back and fold it a little bit, about 2 finger widths, and we fold. Now we can open it up and we are going to cut. The fold is on the bottom, and when we get to this folded edge, we will stop. So I'm going to start in the middle at the bottom, and I'm going to cut my loom, and now I have a pair of pants. All right, now we're gonna cut in between, all the way up to the fold and stop. And we're gonna cut halfway here, in between, all the way up and stop. Now, we'll take and cut halfway on our 4 sections. So starting at the bottom, all the way up to the top, stop. Next section, all the way up to the stop line. Boop. 3rd section. And the last section. And there we have our loom. All right, let's turn this on the side and get ready to weave. We're gonna take our first paper and we've got our cuts going horizontal. We're gonna start on top, go under, on top, and under, on top, and under, on top, and under. When you get all the way done, scooch that all the way over to the edge. Now we take our next, and because we started over on this one, the next one needs to start under. So we go under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, and scooch, scooch, scooch. You can see we're starting to make a checkerboard pattern. Take your next strip. Remember, we're going over, under, up, but we're also gonna do that going across. Over, under, under, so. Every time you get done with a strip, scooch it all the way over to the next door neighbor's strip. Now I'm gonna make a mistake here, and I wanna see if you can't figure out what happened. Oh, this is going right on top. What happened? I started over here and over here, and if you do that, your strips won't lock in place. So you gotta make sure you're going over, under, over, under. I'm gonna make another mistake, and I wanna see if you figure out what happened here. So I started under, and this doesn't look right because this is like side by side. It's not a checkerboard. I went over these two, so that's a problem. I'm gonna back that out and try again. Scooch, 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 scooch. All right, looks like I have room for one more strip. And then we'll tack this all down with some glue. All right, using our glue stick, we'll just peel these back, little glue dot. Get all the tabs on the top, and then turn it over, get the tabs on the bottom. There is our completed loom, our weaving. We made a loom, we had cut warps, and we used weft papers.